A nearly 80-year-old Donald Trump talking about crowd sizes is not what we need in this moment.
Donald Trump actually delivered stability in the world, and he did it by establishing effective deterrence.
Pretty big night in Decision 2024, the vice presidential debate hosted by CBS News, just wrapping up. JD Vance and Tim Walz laying out their party's plan for the country with just 35 days to go until Election Day. NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard is staying up late with us tonight, and he's going to give us his initial takeaways from the 90-minute back and forth.
Yeah, Glenn, civility and criticism spring to mind when talking about this debate. The pair of political rivals were largely cordial towards one another, while also laying out the vastly different visions that they have for the future. A face-to-face matchup,
governor, senator,
between two vice presidential hopefuls, Ohio Senator JD Vance and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, sharing the debate stage, diving into policy and the threat of a broader war in the Middle East after Iran launched rockets into Israel just hours before.
We will protect our forces and our allied forces, and there will be consequences.
It is up to Israel what they think they need to do to keep their country safe, and we should support our allies wherever they are when they're fighting the bad guys.
Switching to the issue of reproductive rights.
In Minnesota, what we did was restore Roe versus Wade.
As messy as democracy sometimes is to let voters make these decisions.
The southern border and a bipartisan immigration bill voted down in Congress.
Donald Trump said no, told them to vote against it because it gives him a campaign issue.
Now that she's running for president, or a few months before, she says that somehow she got religion and cared a lot about a piece of legislation.
Each candidate also addressing previous comments. Walz, when it comes to claims he was in Hong Kong during Tiananmen Square demonstrations.
I got there that summer and misspoke on this, so I will just, that's what I've said. So I was in Hong Kong and China during the democracy protests.
JD Vance acknowledging past criticisms of Donald Trump.
When you screw up, when you misspeak, when you get something wrong and you change your mind, you ought to be honest with the American people.
And that is likely the last debate between these two campaigns before Election Day. Early voting has already begun in certain spots, with November 5th, of course, the cutoff for Americans to make their voices heard. In studio, Matt Pritchard, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, we knew you were watching. Also, students at BU took a break from the books to attend a debate watch party. They listened to both Tim Walz and JD Vance with pizza in hand, discuss their viewpoints and their plans for the future of the country. It was put on by the school's Bridge USA chapter, which champions viewpoint diversity and responsible discourse.
Personally, I just think having fun with politics is really important. I mean, our country is so polarized that, we have to have a little bit of levity in order to maybe come to some mutual understandings.
This program is a part of the 73 college chapters nationwide that span across 39 different states. NBC 10 is your home for all your Decision 2024 news. We're going to have the latest updates on the race for the White House leading up to next month's election. Be sure to download the free news app to get everything you need to know.